interesting matchup. Hendo's tough. He's got power in both hands. He's got great wrestling, and it kind of went the way that I figured it would go.
So will you bring him into the UFC now?
We'll see what happens. Hendo and I have had some history in dealing. We'll see if we can figure something out and get him back in the UFC.
Did it increase your interest in it?
Yeah, it's not that I've never been interested in Henderson. It's just, listen, you can come to deal with guys or you can't. Did the fight go the way that you guys thought it would go?
Yes, I think I know.
So you guys aren't buying into the hype anymore, huh? You guys are over all the bullshit hype.
Are you ready for the bidding war against Strikeforce?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Would it be bad though for Strikeforce if Henderson after he's the champion? Several of the champions are going now.
Well, yeah, it's going to depend. Obviously, what we said about Strikeforce, things got to run like a business. If we can run this thing and the thing isn't losing a ton of money, then Strikeforce will stay alive and be rebuilt, and we'll see what happens. Actually, Lorenzo's flying to New York next week to meet with him.
Are you guys going to cut Fedor?
Yeah.
He's cut right now?
He's being cut, yeah. You think we should keep him?
No, I just kind of figured 3 losses in a row, but we hadn't heard the news, so he's gone.
You guys thought he was the pound-for-pound best in the world. I said he was overrated for years.
His contract is up, right? So it's just basically just not re-signing him?
Yeah, I think so. As far as I know. I don't.
Did you have any conversation with his management at all?
No. I don't get involved in any of that shit. I'm so far removed from that whole world. This is my world over here.
Why were you were at the one fight in San Diego, but you weren't there this past week? And I know you said you weren't going. What was the difference?
Lorenzo wanted me to go with him to San Diego. He said, listen, come to the fight with me. So I went I'm actually glad I went.
Right.
I had a good time at the fight. I had a lot of fun at that fight, so I'm glad I went.
On the DC show, you're putting a title fight on free TV. What was behind that decision?
I don't know. We do that a lot. We
You haven't done it in years.
well, a couple times a year we put some big fights on free TV. So I don't know. Just worked out that way.
Is it a sign Cruz needed the boost after this pay-per-view of 132?
I think anytime you're building a new guy, it's not a bad thing to get him on television. That's been our model. We did Henderson and Rampage on free TV too. It doesn't ever hurt, except financially, to put big guys on free TV.
Do you think Cruz can carry a pay-per-view?
I think Cruz is awesome, man. First of all, I think he's talented. I think he's got a great personality. He speaks well. He's got all the tools to be a star. Absolutely. And now it's our job to get him there.
So you don't think he's actually at the point yet, although he's great, that he can actually carry a pay-per-view?
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter whether I think that or not. I mean, he's the champion. He's going to be carrying pay-per-views, Champions headline the cards. The funny thing about that question is I remember the days when people were chirping at me about BJ Penn headlining cards because he was a 155-pounder, As long as you're talented and you go out and do what you do, people are going to want to see it. We just got to, do our job and get him out there and build him up.
How many tickets have been sold?
Gee, off the top of my head, I have no idea. No clue.
If Akiyama loses his third in a row, is he done?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but yeah, he's in a must-win situation for Saturday night.
Are we any closer to the flyweight division?
Yeah, we are. Maybe this year, maybe the beginning of next year.
What about women then in the Strikeforce? Have you changed your mind on it, or are you going to continue to pursue a women's division?
You guys know how I feel about that. My opinion hasn't changed about that. Again, there are some one-off fights that you can do, but to build an entire division, wouldn't happen.
What would it take to change your mind?
The ability to build an entire division, maybe, even if you could do one, where they're competitively matched up and you have enough good women to compete, then that would change my mind.
Were you
has nothing to do with
Katie
women's.
Conant?
Yeah. She good for her, man. She called me out and, talked some shit before the fight and then went out and pulled off the win. I like it. I like her style, She's talented. I like the fact that she won, but it doesn't change the fact that it is what it is.
All right. Thanks,
Cool.
man.
All right, thank you guys. All right, thanks for doing one. All right, brother.